This is my 1992 Mercedes 500E. This is a car that I have owned for, I guess, 17 years, and I think it's time to finally give it to someone else who can give it the tender loving care it probably needs. For those of you who are familiar with the car, you will notice a few things. One, it's not duotone, it's monotoned. I did that about 10 years ago when I did a few modifications to the car. When I bought the car already had a couple modifications. One, it had a modification for both. It had these grayed out tail lights, as you can see, but it also had the modifications of the transmission where it would start in first gear, which gave it a lot of pickup, and the car was really had a lot of torque. But I subsequently removed it because it was very rough riding, and for just normal driving to start always in first gear. So now this car's been modified back to original in the so as you can see, there's damage on I would say there's some small imperfection on many of the panels from my kids have driven this car for on and off for probably 5 of the last 10 years, but now they no longer do. Missing the front left turn signal. Part of the modification that I did was to put the 94 hood and the European E-code lights on and the clear turn signals up front. I did that at the same time that the car was monotone. I also have, maybe you can tell, maybe not, but it has a little bit larger wheels than are standard. I do have another set of tires that I would be giving to someone who bought the car. These tires are slightly larger. I always like the look. It kind of filled the wheel wells a lot better. But let me give you a look inside the car. I wouldn't say that the condition of the inside is great. It's good, not great considering the car's age. The seats are in good condition. They're black. There's no major cracks or tears that I'm aware of. Let's take a look to show you the back. Let's see how well you can see it, but it's in reasonably good shape considering its age. The leather on the steering wheel, it's that sports steering wheel, is kind of cracked and dry. The same thing for the gear shift. I put a burled wood gear shift on there a while ago, and the leather on the top is kind of cracked as well. There's also some places where the interior has separated, like so here from the body. This needs to be re-glued, and this same thing over here. There's some re-gluing that needs to occur right around the edge of the panel. But other than that, I would say it's in pretty good condition. Why don't we start it up for you? Oh, I gotta do the key. And there's the mileage. Okay, let's just so you can see the ABS and the ASR lights have been on. I'm not sure what the issue is there. This car has sat a tremendous amount. I have many other cars to use, and this car has not been used for most of the time, which is why I feel it's really time to go. My kids are out of the house for the most part. Let me give you a look at the engine. You can see that. So let's pop the hood. You can actually see some of the hood damage. There's damage here. There's also a small indentation here. Probably could be popped out. It's a little. give you some idea. At one point, the radiator was replaced probably around 20,000 miles ago. I had one issue with overheating over its years, and the thermostat's been replaced. The timing chains have been, with tensioner was replaced. Distributor cap and rotor has been replaced. Probably was like 20 or 30,000 miles ago, the whole suspension was rebuilt, and so it rides a little bit more closer to a car that's got only 30 or 40,000 miles on it. So it's not very, it's fairly tight for its age. And that's it. One last pass through. On the interior, the windows all work. The power sunroof works. I'll show you the inside the trunk. It has a premium sound system. It has Boston acoustic speakers. It's actually really nice speakers. The battery is new. I have put this switch here on the battery. I do not let the car sit with the battery connected, primarily because the analog, this car has this cell kit, which is kind of state of the art at the time in 1992, but that cell kit drains the battery, and I never found a good way to disconnect it. So it's in here, just the cell is in there. I used to think it also had a built-in alarm system. I thought I got that disconnected, but anyway, the battery does drain. If you leave it on, you cannot leave the car for a couple weeks or even a shorter period of time before the car will drain, and eventually that ruins the battery. So I put that switch in. You just have to remember to do it, or invest in getting rid of the analog cell phone. Anyway, that's it. This is the Mercedes 1992 500e. I guess the only other thing which I probably should have mentioned is when I did the modifications to the body, this kind of has interesting. One is, you may have noticed, there's no 500e. It's been blacked out. The badging has been taken off, and it has, and I actually put in replace, given its Porsche heritage, there's actually a Porsche emblem on the car. Anyway, that's it.